Good morning. Well, it's just morning because it's just before midday. But I'm at Otley Chevin. I've met up with an old friend I've not seen since before COVID, who I shall reveal shortly. And we're just going to go for a wander into the Chevin Forest. Say hello, Darren.
Hello, Darren.
Right, so we're going to crack on, get down towards the bottom end of the Chevin Forest and pitch up for a brew. I'll bring you back shortly. What? Where's your lab? And some people...
But I think to get him out doing that sort of stuff, he might not like it at first, but I bet he'd get something from it.
It'll do him a lot of good.
Yeah.
It'll probably be better for his health.
Well, he might think.
Arrived at our spot.
The spot.
Yeah, the spot.
Well, we haven't. The first spot was taken. This is the...
Yeah, it's quite busy, as you'll see. There's quite a few people here, and there were quite a few people up at the other spot, which is just up there, just kind of there. So we've just come a little bit further down, but it's a nice enough view over the Wharf Valley, which you can see. So yeah, I've got the XBoil stove going, and I'm going to show you that in a second. So there we go, got the XBoil stove going here. It takes about 8 minutes, something like that, to boil. There's half a litre of water in that little titanium stove. In case any of you are wondering what all this other stuff is around, because some of you will know that are into bushcraft and what have you, some of you won't, but this here, I've just been talking to Darren about this. This is a Nalgene bottle. It's a brand Nalgene, it's an American brand. The leak-proof bottles are really strong, the leak-proof, and are BPA free, so you don't end up poisoning yourself or you know, having fake hormones in your body. That's the fear, isn't it, around BPAs. Obviously a collapsible Sea to Summit cup here. These are great, they're squashed down flat. And then this is a collapsible one. It comes down to about that size when it's squashed down, but this one ends up just being like a little saucer. They're just brilliant. This mat, in case you're wondering what that is, because I've only bought that recently, is a soldering mat. It's a heat proof mat, so that I can put the stove onto this bench. It won't cause any damage at all, it'll insulate it. There's not a lot of heat comes off the bottom of it anyway, because it's just burning alcohol and all the heat rises, but just for the little bit of heat that's on the bottom, it protects the bench or dry earth, that sort of thing. And then see how hot that is. That's alright. Lift that off, you can see a little XBoil stove inside. So you can see it's got like a substrate in the bottom. It's basically it's a carbon felt that soaks up the fuel. You drop the fuel in, soaks up the fuel, you light it, and away it goes. And this whole kit weighs, I don't know, it's got to be less than 100 grams for everything. And then obviously there's your fuel on top of that in weight, but you can get different size bottles. There's 30 mils of fuel in there. That's your 30 ml bottle. Just put it in my hand for scale. But I've got a couple more. I've got probably about 5 days worth of fuel in my bag. There's a 100 ml bottle and then a 200 ml bottle. It's loads of fuel. It's easy plenty. It's getting hot now. You can probably just see downsides there, little pot hangers, and they just clip on the sides, as you can see there. Yeah, that's what your pot stands on. Or these drilled holes here that you can see, here and here, these you can put the wire tent pegs through, and it'll support the pot that way as well. So that's it, but it weighs next to knack all, and it's just a great piece of kit. It's probably my favourite stove, and I've got XBoil, I've got an Alp kit XBoil, the actual XBoil from XBoil brand. I've got an MSR Pocket Rocket 2, I've got all kinds of little things, a couple of Trangias, but this is my favourite at the moment. They have the place and the time, but it's versatile, it's quiet, it's an anti-spill stove. It's going to be great for bikepacking when I get some bikepacking stuff done this year. And that is it. It's about as much of a review you're going to get out of me. So what do you think, Darren?
Very good, that.
Yeah. Because you felt the weight of it and stuff. It's very light, isn't it? It's like grams. Yeah, it's grams.
It's very good.
So So we're at the end of the walk. Show you the scenery behind me, which is the Wharf Valley. This is called Surprise View or something. This is called, isn't it? I think so, yeah. Off of York Gate at Otley. Yeah, so that's it. The end of the walk. End of a micro adventure, if you want to call it that. A bit of headspace. Enjoyed it. It's been good catching up, mate.
Good. Oh yeah, it's been good to see you.
Yeah,
I've seen you in ages.
And we've set the world to rights, haven't we?
I think we have. Yeah.
So the only thing that we need to say is that we need to get to do this, or we get to do this sooner than the 4 years that it's been, really.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit more regular. So
More bacon rolls.
yeah, more bacon and sausage rolls.
Sausage rolls.
And brews in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. Usual, if you've got any questions or anything, just find me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like it, share it, do whatever you want to do with it, really. And thanks for watching. See you all later.